How's it going, viewers? My name is Prodigy, and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts news video. So today, guys, news came out that the co-director of the Kingdom Hearts series, Tai Yasue, was interviewed by GamesBeat about Kingdom Hearts 3 and HD 2.8. Some of the things that they discussed involved combat, console exclusivity, and much more. So how this is going to work is I'm going to read a section of the article, give my thoughts on it, and then read another section. Alright, so let's begin. So GamesBeat started off by saying, one of the things I find interesting about Kingdom Hearts is the combat system. It's gotten a bit flashier and more complex as the series goes along. Is that a challenge when designing the final chapter prologue in Kingdom Hearts 3? Is this something that you felt the need to rein in, or did you want to make more complex? Tai Yasue then responds by saying, with our handheld games, we did a lot of experimentation with new systems. With 0.2 and 2.8, we're going back to the basics, I guess, but at the same time, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 is sort of a continuation of Birth by Sleep, so we wanted to incorporate a lot of moves from Birth by Sleep, Aqua's magic spells, for example, and her style changes. We wanted to change toward an enhanced version of that. The moves look a lot flashier, but at the same time not too difficult. We have the same sort of command menu as the number titles 2 and 3. That's very similar in 0.2. It's sort of a mixture between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3, both aspects of that coming together. So we've heard about this plenty of times, and we even saw it in the 2.8 trailer about how 0.2 is like a crossover between the Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. So nothing too new there, but I will continue. Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in America in 2006. Since then, the series has seen a number of games on handhelds, and they're still important to overarching the story. Do these complications make it easier for players to catch up? Definitely, the story is very complex. There's lots of threads. Right now, we're sort of depicted the Dark Seeker side, and all the portables as well. We wanted, when we were planning for Kingdom Hearts 3, we wanted all of our previous Kingdom Hearts titles in HD so everyone could play them again, and new players could be introduced to the Kingdom Hearts series story. So this part of the interview is basically explaining about why the HD collections were made, so that everyone had a chance to play and experience the games, so they could have a better Kingdom Hearts 3 experience, and understand the story more. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 was at E3, but Kingdom Hearts 3 hasn't made much of an appearance at the show. Was there a reason to hold it back from E3? It was a difficult decision for us. We wanted to share as much as possible. We're excited about Kingdom Hearts 3, but 2.8 we're releasing globally at the beginning of December. We wanted to concentrate on that first. We want what's best for the moment. We're currently making 3 and 2.8 at the same time, but we wanted to concentrate on 2.8 right now. I'm glad that he said this, because there's a lot of people in the community who are just always like, more Kingdom Hearts 3 news, we need Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's fine to want Kingdom Hearts 3 news, but the next game isn't Kingdom Hearts 3, it's 2.8, so it's important they focus on that right now, and giving us news about that game. Once 2.8 is out, then maybe you guys can say that, but even then, they don't have to bring you news every week. We're lucky we even get news on the game, so I'm glad they're concentrating on 2.8. You talked about experiments with the battle system. It's seen a lot of variety. It had a mana system like in the first game, and cooldowns in some of the recent games. What works best for Kingdom Hearts 3? Each has its own fun aspects, but I think the magical point system using MP is very accessible. That's worked well, but we don't want to do the same thing over and over again. In Kingdom Hearts 3 and 0.2, we wanted to enhance this system for the next generation. Using magical spells, we wanted the environments and enemies to react in a meaningful way. It doesn't just explode, it lingers on afterwards. If you shoot a blizzard, for example, it creates a place where we can skate on the ground. We wanted the magic to dynamically interact with the environment. I love how they are implementing the environment into the gameplay. It's a step in the right direction for Kingdom Hearts. We actually saw quite a bit of what they are talking about in the 2.8 and Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, about how depending on the type of magic you use, it affects the environment. In my personal opinion, I prefer the traditional magic with the MP rather than the cooldown, like how it was in the other games. But I will say this, the cooldown system worked very well for the handhelds, and that if the handheld titles had their traditional battle system, it would kind of feel weird. I think traditional fits for console while command deck fits for handheld. When the series started, the Final Fantasy element was very important, not just in story but in gameplay. The magic came directly from Final Fantasy, as did the summons. A lot of those aspects seem less prominent now that the Kingdom Hearts series has developed more of its own identity. Is it fair to say you're doing more things that are unique to Kingdom Hearts? As a whole, the story and the worlds and the gameplay, everything we incorporate, we want aspects of the Disney world throughout. For the combat systems as well, we don't have that much for 0.2, but having Disney aspects combined with Sora's aspects is important. Obviously, the worlds, for example, we don't want them all to be Kingdom Hearts original worlds. We want the rich Disney worlds as well as the original worlds. At this point, we've had a lot of playable keyblade loaders, first Sora, then Riku, and many more. How do you differentiate all these characters from a gameplay standpoint? When we first came up with ideas for the characters, we have an easy sort of concept. For 0.2 Aqua, she's a female character, she's related to water, and she's very strong with magic. She's also very strong and elegant. You have these keywords for each character, enemies and players alike, to define them. That's very much linked up to the story. We want to integrate those keywords into her movement and her abilities. Aqua uses powerful magic in a flashy way because she's a magical character. So this is kinda to let you know what goes through the head of the developers when it comes to making different characters playable in the games. Hopefully maybe we can get some new playable characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, hopefully. With Kingdom Hearts 3 tying up all these plot threads and being the last installment in this series of Kingdom Hearts, would you say there's a lot of pressure on that game specifically? Definitely. There's lots of strings and lots of strands in the previous Kingdom Hearts. They all come together. Right now we're depicting the Dark Seeker saga, with Xehanort and his group that Sora's battling. Them and the other Keyblade Masters will have a sort of showdown. And so I think everything is going to come together at the conclusion of the Dark Seeker saga in Kingdom Hearts 3. So all questions that we've had throughout the Kingdom Hearts series will be answered by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Every question you've ever had about Xehanort, Sora, whatever, it will hopefully be answered by the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. A lot of people want to know what's the next Disney thing for Kingdom Hearts 3. Has it been stressful to keep so many secrets about development? Like I said about not showing much of Kingdom Hearts 3 at this time, there's always a right time for everything. We want each announcement to be special, we want to exceed our fans' expectations, and we want to do it in a good way. We want to plan things out the way we announce things. It's not that stressful, at least for me. I talked about this earlier about how they should focus on 2.8. This is basically adding on to it. I also agree with how every announcement should be special, because every time we get Kingdom Hearts 3 news or like a big announcement, it's always exciting, and if we get news like every day on it, we won't get that same feeling anymore. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Do you think there's a chance that 1.5 and 2.5 and 2.8 could ever be bundled together into one package? We haven't really decided on bundles or how we'll set up things for how we'll sell those. No decision or announcement has been made. 2.8 is just for PlayStation 4, or is it also Xbox One? It's PlayStation 4 only. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is multi-platform, right? Is there any fear of Xbox One owners feeling left out? Kingdom Hearts 3 is very much, it's a game that will be better if you understand all the stories. But at the same time, you can enjoy it without following the arc. As you know, all the Kingdom Hearts stories have a conclusion at the end of each Disney World. You can still enjoy that as well. For the whole arc, it might help to understand, but there's still a lot of fun in each Disney World. I personally still don't understand Square's logic behind making Kingdom Hearts 3 multi-platform, yet making 2.8 PS4 only, and regarding 1.5 and 2.5 coming to PS4, I have a whole other video coming up about that. Well guys, that's pretty much it for the interview. A lot of good news today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's upload. If you did, be sure to like, share, favorite, comment, and subscribe. I'm Prodigy, and thanks for watching guys. Peace out.